thoughts were just out of control. If I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't do the next thing, then really why would I be here?
I struggled with my mental health for a consistent period.
Sometimes it's a culmination of the little things that might lead to someone being overwhelmed.
Making a fish pie one night, when applying the mashed potato on top of the mashed potato sunk, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Everybody's got a favourite mug. I was washing my favourite mug. It came out of my hands and smashed. It had a major effect on me. I can't do the dishes right, so how am I going to look after my partner? How am I going to look after our kids? How am I going to look after my job?
I was in the military in a very male-dominated world, and I was made redundant. I never spoke about that. I never told anyone how I felt.
Guys don't cry. We just deal with things because that's what guys do. Before I made the call to the Samaritans, I had made an attempt on my life, so I had attempted suicide. And I got taken to hospital, treated, was released back into the community. The hurdle that I had was actually picking up the phone.
Without that first phone call, I don't know how much longer it would have been before I admitted how I was feeling.
Yeah, I picked up the phone. He said hello and I said hi, introduced himself, reassured me that the call was confidential. You know, I got that genuine, right, this person cares about me, but not going to judge me, just listen to what I had to say. And that was a kind of big turning point. It was the start of saving my life. I got involved with a local boxing club. Then I decided on a whim that getting punched in the face for 12 rounds might be a good way to raise some money. When I got involved and realised that the listeners are all volunteers, it made it even more special.
The fish pie, that might happen again, but it won't lead to me being on a kitchen floor in floods of tears. And that's when I think you know you're well, when the little things can go wrong in life, but you can smile and deal with them. They have 5 million interactions a year, so if there's any way in which you can support that charity, then please just do.
If it saves one life, surely it's worth it. How much does a life cost?
Come on, Stephen. Dig it. Come on, you're there. Keep going. Keep going. Good lad.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Jay's virtual pub quiz. Sorry, just so I was about to go live then, I thought I had something in my eye. And I've just been sat there for the last 30 seconds going, that doesn't feel... Anyway, good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome along to another Saturday night live quiz here on Jay's virtual pub quiz. Hope you're all well. Hope everyone is doing okay. Usual bits of pieces of fun and games, and we get started in about 25 minutes time. If you are new and wondering what all this is about. So basically, we've got a 50-question general sort of pub quiz. Bit of questions for you to come up very shortly in about 25 minutes time. So we line up, we get sorted, we say hello to a few people, and that's it really. Then welcome to the quiz. So yeah, grab yourself some pen and paper and we get started shortly. So thank you very much for joining us on a very, very wet and wild Saturday evening, even not Thursday, it's Saturday, Jay. Yeah, it's been non-stop raining. I've started building my ark just in case, because I don't think it's going to stop raining up here at the moment, to be honest. It's very, very wet out there. I only ventured to the shop and I came back absolutely drenched. But we're here, we're all good. So welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us. And lots coming up as well. We've just been going through some of the things that we've got coming up over the next couple of months. And I was sat there thinking we didn't have much, and there's loads coming up. Absolutely loads we've got. Loads of special events and bits and pieces that we've got to share with you. So loads of things to keep lots of fun going. And you're in for a treat tonight as well, because my lovely lady wife has written one of the rounds as well for this evening. She used to be, I'll talk about it a bit later on, but she used to be a quizmaster in her own right. She used to host the local quiz in our pub before we met, and then I came along. So yeah, looking forward to that. So she's written one of the rounds this evening, science and nature round. So she said, can I write a round? I said, yeah, go for it. That's one less for me to worry about. So yeah, I think she wanted to get back into it. She's not written probably about 7 years, I think, since she last hosted a quiz. So yeah, so she wanted to get involved. So I've let her take control of it. So yeah, welcome along. Thanks very much to all of you for joining us and getting ready and waiting. As always, if you want to say hello, there it is, up there. I'm pointing in just about the right direction for a change. Hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. If you want to say hello over on social media, head on over to there. On Twitter, just use the hashtag. We can't look at all of the sort of messages and inboxes and stuff like that because we get so many things coming through. So we've got Alex is over on social media. He's concentrating on hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. So if you head on over to there, and we will say hello to a few people. Now I've kind of done this wrong. I'm going to move that to there because I'm using the new mic. Well, it's the old microphone that's the new microphone now, but the old microphone, and it's all a bit complicated because my new microphone that I've got still isn't being recognised in the software. So I've got that smack bang in my face, so I can't see the monitor behind. So let's move the shout outs across over here, and let's say hello to a few people. So I'm not being rude by not looking at the camera, but my monitor's here, so I'm having a look that way. So what have we got? Mike and Marilyn, the folk from the frozen north. I understand that. I get that. The frozen north. With you, we'll be joining you as usual. The only entertainment worth watching on a Saturday evening. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And Woo, yes, but the rugby will be on the TV too. There's loads on TV tonight, so thanks for joining us. But yeah, thank you very much. Good evening to you guys. Please shout out to the Muriels still quizzing and watching strictly a day late for the rest of my life. Hashtag Quizzy Rascals. Hashtag dedicated. Awesome. Thank you very much. Good evening, guys. I've been doing the quiz since week 2. Shout out to the quiz tards in Nuneaton. The Lockdown Sisters will win tonight. Good luck to you guys. Hope that goes well. We will be joining along. Haven't missed a quiz yet. Please give a shout out. Matt, Fran, Carly, and Mr. Cooper from Drizzly, Wiltshire. Well, at least you've got drizzle. We've had it's been catatonic here today. But good luck to you guys tonight. Hi, Jay, Alex, and Bex. Shout out for the Jordans in Nantwich. Never missed a quiz since the beginning and hoping for a full house personal best tonight. And you've got your fingers crossed up as well, so good luck. Drinks and snacks at the ready. Shout out to the Kettle family. Good evening to you guys. What have we got? Could you wish our niece Charlotte Hayward a happy 21st birthday today? We can't celebrate, so we'll be quizzing. Might let them win tonight. Not. That's from the Hannis family. I like that. I can't actually see. I've just realised my glasses are filthy. So good evening to you guys. I'll just clean my glasses very quickly. Slightly frightening when I've not got my glasses on. I look more, yeah. Right, where was I? I was up to there. So, as usual for a Saturday night, eyes down at 8:15, even though I'm useless. Dingbats and the other one, my average score 30. Sorry, Strictly, you're on record. Excellent. I'm loving the fact that you guys are all jumping on instead of Strictly. A few weeks back, a lot of people were saying, come on, Jay, you know, if Strictly come calling, are you going to go and do it? And I said, no, but how would this work? Strictly's on at the same time as we're on. So if they had have come calling and said, you know, do you want to do Strictly Come Dancing? What would I have done? Stopped in the middle of sort of a paso doble and gone, sorry, guys, question number 1 for the quiz community. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. See, I'd rather stick with you guys. Much more entertaining than going dancing around some TV studio in BBC. You say that, I've probably just scuppered any chance I've ever got of being on Strictly, but yeah, I can't dance anyway. Where did I get to? There. Been playing since week 1. Veaches versus Whartons. Both trying to outdo each other. Keep it up, Jay. Fantastic entertainment. Thank you very much. Good evening, guys. Let's open that one up because there's quite a few in this one. There's loads and loads of shout outs. So good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Shout out to the Coffee Club at UK Greetings, James and family, Claire and Phil and Martin and family. So good evening to you guys. Good evening, Vicky Pitt. Hope you're okay. Can you give a shout out to Dave, Izzy, Keith and Kirsty who are newbies tonight? Good evening to you guys. And good evening to you, Vicky. Hope you're well. Can we have a shout out to the Wild Things? See, every time I hear Wild Things, I just start thinking of the song. Wild Thing. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, near Penzance. Oh, I know where that is as well. We've been with you from 2 weeks in and not missed the quiz. Well done, gang. All credits are well deserved. Thank you very much. Good evening, guys. Shout out to Ian, Ali, and Donna. Been playing since the first Thursday. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're okay. Love this Saturday night from Steve, Karen with Kay and Ian. Good evening to all of you. The crew from the Cardiff joining as always, now in lockdown, joining you at 8. Please give us a shout out. Thanks, Kay. Good evening to you guys. Let me close that down so I know where I'm up to. There we go. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. Lockdown birthdays. I live in Wales. We've joined in every quiz. Thank you for all your hard work. So a shout out for Jane from Blackwood on her 51st birthday. I should have whispered that. 51st birthday. So good evening to you. Happy birthday to you as well. Shout out to Lee, Claire, Emma and the cat. I like your username, Lee. It's F1 Lee, so no doubt an F1 fan as well. So good evening to you. And all of you guys, Lee, Claire and Emma and the cat. Please can we have a shout out for Alison and John. Alison and John and Alison and John. Okay, aka SpongeBob SquarePants team from Knaresborough. Good evening to you guys as well. Hope you're okay. Hi Jay, happy Saturday. I still love the fact that you guys are running around doing that. Sort of renaming Saturday and Thursday. Love it. And I've lost it now. There it is. Been playing since March. Love your quizzes. Please say hello to my hubby Michael and our cat Kit. Shout out to Nicola and Wayne, been playing since week 3. Good evening to you guys. Just seen out the corner of my eye on the YouTube live chat as well, because I'm not actually watching it, but a couple of you are now saying do Dancing on Ice instead. Yeah, but I don't know whether, I think I've mentioned the story a few times, right? I'm not allowed around sort of sharp objects. I don't know if you can see that very well. No, I need to, yeah, anyway. I've got a scar that is there. It goes sort of along there and down. So when I had the pub, I managed to stab myself in the hand with a pair of scissors while I was trying to do some DIY and lost half a pint of blood. And it was on a quiz night as well, so someone had to jump in and fill in for me. My business partner and friend. So, yeah, could you imagine if I was on Dancing on Ice and fell over? I'd end up losing limbs. That's not a good idea. But I like the enthusiasm. Thanks, guys. Where did I get to on that one? Hi, Jay. Happy... did that one. Shout out to Nicola and Wayne. Been playing since week 3. Also to Mum for her 60th birthday next week. And Dad playing along. And I've got to apologise as well. I've got to apologise. Hannah Morse, good evening. I am so sorry. I was supposed to say happy birthday to you last Saturday. Missed it. It was in advance of your birthday. I then was supposed to say happy birthday on Thursday and then completely forgot because I didn't write it down. So I do apologise. Hannah, I hope you had a really, really good day. And yeah, really, really sorry that I didn't get that out. Massive, massive apologies from me. It's complete oversight. So hopefully, Hannah, you had a really, really good day. And yeah, won't let that happen again when I say I will do it and then forgot. So I do apologise. Shout out to Clive and Leslie from Ashford in Kent. Shout out to Matt Filkin, who is the big 3-0. Instead of being on our way to Miami, we are doing the quiz. Well, Miami quiz. Where are we? What did where did I get to? Shout out please to me and my gorgeous hubby Jock, sat on the sofa waiting for your quiz from the 2 worn out posties from Chelmsford. Well, applaud both of you for everything that you guys have done during lockdown, you know, especially with everyone else as well. But yeah, massive round of applause to the posties as well. So thank you to you guys. Where are we? Haley and Ant, good evening from rainy lockdown, rainy Manchester. Disappointed. Oh, it's it's where Alex is copying them, so the emojis are copying like that. I love it. So good evening to you guys. Anna, please shout out tonight for the full team Robins. Excellent. Welcome back, guys, into the full team. Jessica, Zach, Dom, and Anna. Really hoping the additional player can increase our score. Everyone needs a 7-year-old on your team. Oh, yeah. Everyone always needs a 7-year-old on the team. Where did I get to? Karen Miller, good evening. A few munchies. Ooh, nice. Prawn crackers. Oh, you've got... yeah, Segstations as well. The Terry's chocolate orange ones need to start. That's the problem with Christmas chocolate. It just all starts coming out now. So I'm going to have to, yeah, toddle off at some point. So good evening, Karen Miller. Coming to you from Bexhill-on-Sea, celebrating 12 years of being married to Darren. So good evening to you guys. Shout out to Greg from #Team Histon, who is your biggest fan. Well, good evening. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming along. Say hello to John, Erin, Tom, and Ava in Cheltenham, from Janet and Alison in Toronto. See, we're all over the world again. Good evening to Canada. Hello, Canada. The whole country as well as you guys. Good evening, everyone. Who's going to win tonight? Let us know afterwards. Let us know who did actually win. Can we get a happy birthday for Karen and John? Could we get it towards the end as we're always turning up late? Apologies. If it comes back around, I will do that. So what have we got? 13 minutes. So I'm just going to put this up. So we've got quite a bit coming up over the next few weeks. And a friend of mine who's done all of the graphics work and everything that you can see behind you. She's in the process of setting herself up with proper websites and stuff because she's a very talented graphic designer, is our page. So she's put this together because I sort of said to her, right, I'm going to make you do some work really. Let me get rid of that one. There we go. So this is just, it's only 23 seconds long, but this is just a hint of some of the things that we've got coming up between now and the end of the year. So, yeah, quite a lot we've got planned in between now and the end of the year. Starting, obviously, with next Saturday with our Halloween fancy dress. Fancy dress is back. We always said we'd bring it back if there was a reason. And, obviously, next Saturday there is a reason. So, we're going with the Halloween fancy dress next week. I need to work on a costume, actually, during the week. That's a good point. We'll come to that. Or I can just come dressed as myself. It is that way. So, yeah, so we've got Halloween fancy dress next Saturday. The longest quiz, I'm going to talk about that in the break because when everybody's here. And just sort of explain it, because one of the wonderful comments I saw on the post on Facebook was, this is great, I'm going to book the 2 days off work. I'll explain it a bit more. You don't have to play the whole, it's great that people want to play the whole 49 hours, but you don't have to play the whole 49 hours. I don't want people running around thinking that they have to put themselves through it as well. But I'll talk more about that in the break. And then, yeah, as you know, we've been talking about it. So we're live on Christmas Eve. We're live on Boxing Day. 2 live quizzes on New Year's Eve as well. So we've got 4, live quizzes over the festive period and a pre-recorded special quiz for Christmas Day. Oh, that's my doorbell. Somebody's at the door. So we've got a special pre-recorded Christmas Day quiz as well, which will go up. I think we'll probably post it at some point during the day, and then you can play it with your families as and when. It won't be live, but it'll be pre-recorded. A lot of people wanted things to still be on during the day on Christmas Day, and you wanted wanted a quiz from me, so we're going to do that pre-recorded, and it'll be up. And also, one thing that's not in that video, because it's not going to be up on our channels. What we've got is we're going to have so I'm back working with Alex with Diana Award, and they've got their anti-bullying week coming up in November. So I'm pre-recording 2 quizzes, and I'm going to be back in schools, which I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, me being on doing a quiz in a school, educating our children. But yeah, so so we're back working with Diana Award in November, and looking forward to that. So there'll be a post about that tomorrow morning with all the details that go on with regards to that. So looking forward to that. Right, let's say hello to a few more people. How long have we got? 10.5 minutes to go. So let's say hello to a few more people. All ready for Jay's quiz tonight. Pepsi in the fridge. Kit the cat. Is everyone's cat called Kit? My mum's is called Kit as well. Kit the cat on Amy's lap, and virtual pen and paper at the ready. Let's get that grey matter working. That's from Michael. Shout out to the new start again, Jay. Shout out to newbies to the quiz. Robin St Helens and Bill in the south of France from your running pals Liz and Jade in Wakefield. Good evening, guys. Welcome along. I've closed that. Welcome along. Hope you guys are all ready for the quiz. We get started. As you knew, we get started just under 10 minutes time. Grab your pen and paper. Get yourselves ready. Yeah, it wasn't Amazon or Avon or Domino's, just to clarify that in the live chat. I don't actually know who it was, but it's something to do with Sarah, so I'm leaving her to it. Christina and I are at my parents' for the quiz tonight. First time doing the quiz together as one big team. The meme queens and king unite tonight. Good luck, guys. Hope you are all well. Shout out to all of the Pictons. You all look very, very happy there. So good evening to you guys. Right, let's scroll down a little bit more. Linda, all right, it's a double sort of Normski Jebral's family sort of two tweets together. So hi Jay, hope you're well. Jebral Normski's mum Linda and sister Claire, the newbie again. Please we have a shout out. Please also say hi to the undiscovered. The next one underneath that is good evening Jay and Alex. Shout out to Jebral Normski, Joe and the undiscovered. Time for the quiz and a JD and Coke after a hard day building my Lego stadium, as the weather was rubbish here in Cornwall today. So good evening to all of you guys with regards to Jebral Normski and the undiscovered Lego stadium. Is that the Old Trafford one? Because I did have a look at that, but being a Tottenham fan, I decided, nah, I'm not going to get involved in that. But yeah, let me know. I'm quite intrigued by that, because it does look quite, I've not got my Lego up here, but it does look like quite a nice Lego set. Shout out to Nick and Andrea, who are joining the quiz on our 5th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, guys. Hope you guys are okay. The Osbornes of Hemel are here, loins girded and ready to quiz. Hope everyone is well. I like that. Good evening to you guys. Hope you're all well. There are loads. Wow, you guys have been busy, and so has Alex. Where are we? Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to Matty Brune from the Willis crew in Newcastle upon Tyne. Good evening, hope you're well. We'll be joining you as always tonight. Good luck to John and Tracy from Cornwall, who are joining for the first time this evening. Welcome if you are new, and thank you very much for joining us. For those of you, just reminds me, for those of you who have been asking about Quiz Jockey, Quiz Jockey is only on a Thursday at the moment. It is coming to Saturdays, and we've got a very, very nice little thing that's going to be coming along with it. Had a great email conversation with Michael yesterday. With regards to Quiz Jockey. So we've got some very interesting little things to come to complement it, but to sort of help people and get people onto it on a Saturday, we've got a very nice little feature that he's working on at the moment, so looking good. Where are we? Where did I get to? Good evening, Jay, Alex, and Beck. Hope you're all well. Please, can we have a shout out to the Gladdings, who will be catching up tomorrow night? We miss our post-quiz video chat comparing answers tonight. Fingers crossed for a better score than Thursday. Well, good luck to you guys. Hope you're okay. Shout out to the Perkins family in Kent. Been with you since day one and love quizzing. Good evening, guys. Hope you're okay. How long have we got? Oh, 7 minutes. Plenty of time. Can you say hi to Adrian and Tina in Taunton? We played it since the... Ow! Middle leg's gone dead. Hang on, let me shift. Can you say hi to Adrian and Tina in Taunton? We've played it since the very first night. We love the virtual night out at the quiz. Thanks, Jay. More than welcome. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to Mummy, Emma and Daddy Keith, just home from another back-breaking day of work and tuning in to tonight's quiz with a bottle of wine. Excellent. Good evening. Welcome along, Joel. To you guys, welcome along. Annie Bayliss, Jane's still away, so it's Debs in Eastbourne, Linda in Lyndhurst, and Anne in Chester tonight, checking in for the quiz and hopefully a mega score. Good luck, guys. Hope it all goes well for you. And the PW crew geared up in very windy Petswood. So good evening to you guys. So I'm just going to chuck this up. Now this figure is from before Thursday night's quiz. So I'll put this up on screen. So we are being supported by Samaritans. Sorry, we are supporting Samaritans again, as we have been all month. So we've only got a couple more quizzes left before we say thank you very much to their support. Now that figure is way out of date. It's a lot higher than it was. Sorry, it's a lot higher now than it was when I took that screenshot on Thursday morning. So yeah, thank you very much for your continued support. It's absolutely very, very much appreciated. And all of the guys, Samaritans are really, really grateful for the support. So very, very much appreciating all of your support with that. So that QR code there on screen, that will take you straight to our Just Giving page, or if you've not got your phone to hand, the Just Giving page is in the link. Or actually saying that, if you're on your phone as well, the Just Giving link is down below. So thank you very much for your support. The quiz is free. You don't have to pay to play the quiz. It will always be free, but just so that you, you know, if you want to, if you are in a position and are able to support them, then it's all down there in the description below. So thank you very much. And I need to go back to that one. If I think I'm on the right one. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right. Well, we got just under 5, so let's say hello to another last few people. Dun, 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 dun. Chris in Staines maybe, and we are dragging the in-laws in a virtual competition, so see you there. Good evening, guys. Hope you're okay. Sorry, it sort of did come up a bit differently. I've done that one. Marie Povey, hi from the Isle of Sheppey. Good evening to you guys. Hi Jay, it's Jack from the Naughty Corner. Can you please say good luck to my son Daniel, who's in Swansea? I've told him this is the quiz of the week. Well, that's kind of built us up a little bit, but yeah, good evening. Good evening, Jack, and good evening to your son Daniel. Thanks for joining us. Hi Jay from a wet and windy Leicester. That's Angie Shelley. Yep, I get that. Been pouring down all day in Hemel Hempstead today too. I wonder if there is anywhere in the country that it's actually dry. I don't know. But yeah, late birthday shout out to Alison. We've been with you since day one. Good evening, that's Jude, Eric Ellsbury. Val Joyce, I'm taping Strictly and the rugby just for you, Jay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I do appreciate when these things happen. Oh, read more. There's loads. Dawn, let's see how many of these I can get through. I can keep some for the breaks. Hi, Jay. Please wish our daughter Charlotte Hayward happy 21st birthday for today. We love your quiz. Been playing from day one, so good evening to you. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Hi to Sarah Wayne. Hi from our motorhome, Ziggy in West Sussex. That's from Sharon. Is the motorhome called Ziggy, or is that Sharon and Ziggy are in a motorhome in West Sussex? Not sure. And Mim Capewell, hi from Rutland. Love the quiz, been playing since day one, and even played in the rain. Say hi from Mim, Sarah, Caroline, Sandra, Bev, Amy. Good evening to all of you guys. Hello to Frankie Spivey, who's playing eating KFC. Awesome. Nick and Harriet, good evening to you guys. Recovering from the 5-year anniversary night out on the mulled wine tonight. You very kindly did a shout out for us on Thursday, so thank you again. Well, good evening again to you guys, Nick and Harriet. Hope you're well. Good evening to Team Bradburn, here as usual, and here from week one. Good evening, guys. Hope you're okay. Not spoken to you guys for a bit. Hope you're okay. I hope Litland's okay. Sarah, evening Jay, can you give a shout out to my husband Gary, please? We both work at Drayton Manor Park in Thomasland, and I had to leave early today because I got a mega migraine, so we had to take an extended break to bring me home. Good evening to both of you. Hope you're both well over there. So yeah, hello, and also hello to all the Drayton Manor crew as well, because I know there's a lot of you who play. But yeah, good evening to you, Sarah, and good evening Gary. 2 minutes to go. Right, grab your pens, grab your paper, and get yourself settled. I've got loads more. Loads of you want to say hello, so I will go through a lot of those in the break. Yeah, good evening. I'll come back to that one afterwards. So yeah, good evening. Get yourselves settled. Get yourselves ready. I like this glass. It's one of the ones that I acquired when we got when you've got a pub, you always get given sort of loads of bits and pieces. But this is it's Coca-Cola at the minute. Just because I've got loads to do after the quiz. But yeah, it's a very, very fancy, very, very great brewery in Brighton. So I like the glass, so I was keeping it. So I kept it. Loads of bits and pieces you used to get given by reps and stuff. But yeah. Right, admin time. Let's get... where's my cursor gone? There it is. That one. And... nope. So they've moved everything around on the YouTube round the back. Let's get rid of that one. And get rid of that one. And save. Perfect. Right, so if you are on Facebook, don't forget, please don't put the answers in the comments. Grab yourselves a pen and piece of paper. You've got time, and write down your answers. So make sure that you have got everything you need to hand. Yeah, please don't put the answers in the comments. It does ruin it for people who are playing along on there. Alex has put a comment on there, I believe, that shows you how to remove the comments if there is anything that you don't like the look of. So yeah, we get going in 30 seconds. Am I set up? So we've got a picture round. There is usual connections round. I like tonight's connections round. I must admit, I'm quite... it'll be interesting. Normally you guys are getting the connections round after sort of 1 or 2 questions. It'll be very interesting. Let us know when it comes up. It'll be in the second part of the quiz. But you've got to let us know when you think you got the answer, because I'll be very intrigued. Deliberately done to try and trip up my friend Stacey's partner, who is just gets it on number 1. So right, set that one up. There we go. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday 24th of October. Let's get into the quiz. Here we go. So, as always, we start off with a picture round. Let me just make sure my mic's on. It is good. Okay, so we start off with a picture round. 10 random pictures for you to look at. And we start with number 1. So, question 1. The former name of this search engine. So, what was the former name of this search engine? I know I've given you a very big clue, but there is a bit that goes with it, just so you're aware. Start off nice and simple. Number 2. So what colour is missing? So what colour is missing from the logo? Number 3, which coin is this that I've cropped the picture from? So which coin is this? Zoomed in and cropped it. Number 4, name the TV show from this picture. So name the TV show from this picture. Number 5, name the biscuit. Number 5, name the biscuit. Number 6, readdressing a balance from a picture on Thursday night. Name the county for number 6 from the flag. So it's a flag of a county in the UK. Name the county. Number 7, name the TV show from this still image. Name the TV show from this still image. Number 8, name the band from the picture. So name the band from the picture. Number 9, name the company from the logo. So name the company from the logo. And finally, number 10. Now, this picture, is this a real picture or are they waxworks? So is that real or are they waxworks? So if you have just joined us, good evening, welcome along. Don't worry if you need to go through any of those pictures or you want a bit more time with those pictures, head on over to our social media in the break and everything will be up, the pictures and also the questions as well for the first part of the quiz. Okay. So, round 2. It's TV game shows, and this is across the decades. It's not just modern stuff. There is something in here for everyone. Do you know what? I forgot how good some game shows were. I mean, I was born in '82, but I've forgotten how good some of these game shows were. So, let's start with number 1. So, who was the original presenter of The Price is Right when the show launched in 1984 in the UK? So who was the original presenter of The Price is Right when the show launched in 1984 in the UK? Number 2, Bob Holness, Michael Aspel and Dara O'Brien have all presented which game show? Train. So Bob Holness, Michael Aspel and Dara O'Brien have all presented which game show? Number 3, a cuddly toy on a conveyor belt was synonymous with which British game show? So a cuddly toy on a conveyor belt was synonymous with which British game show? Number 4, nothing in this game for 2 in a bed was a phrase associated with which game show? So nothing in this game for 2 in a bed was a phrase associated with which game show? Number 5, what was the name of the game show that is related to the US Newlywed Game and spawned an all-star version? So what was the name of the game show that is related to the US Newlywed Game and spawned an all-star version? Number 6, a ceramic dusty bin was a prize in which game show? So a ceramic dusty bin was a prize in which game show? Apologies if you can pick that noise up. I don't know what's going on upstairs, but Sarah's up there with someone, so. Number 7, which obstacle course game show was narrated by Richard Hammond and featured 4 big red balls to jump on? So which obstacle course game show was narrated by Richard Hammond and featured 4 big red balls to jump on? Number 8. Mr. Chips was an animated character in which TV game show? So Mr. Chips was an animated character in which TV game show? Number 9. Which TV show theme... start again, Jay. Which TV show theme tune even? That's where I was going wrong. So which TV show theme tune started with this line? It's only a game, so put up a real good fight. I'm gonna be snookering you tonight. So which TV show's theme tune started with this line? It's only a game, so put up a real good fight. I'm gonna be snookering you tonight. That was mid-90s at its best. And finally then, number 10 for TV game shows. Gino D'Acampo, I can't even talk. Gino D'Acampo has recently started presenting which long-running game show? So Gino D'Acampo has recently started presenting which long-running game show? Okay, so we're going to finish off part 1 of the quiz with science and nature. Now, as I mentioned before, you might have been at the beginning of the stream. So my lovely lady wife has written this round for us this evening. She used to host quizzes herself before we met, and then I took over her quiz when in the local pub that she worked in and did her quiz. So I then took over because she wanted a bit of a break, really. But she's missed it. And obviously, with watching me doing the quizzes every week, she wanted to get involved. And I said, yeah, okay. So she's put this together, this science and nature round. Now, I've not checked through it completely. I don't think any of the questions have come up before. But if they have, so what? It just means you'll know the answer. So here we go. Science and nature, number 1. So what name is given to a creature that eats both plants and animals? So what name is given to a creature that eats both plants and animals? Number 2, atoms are made up of 3 basic parts: neutrons, electrons, and which other part? So atoms are made up of 3 basic parts: neutrons, electrons, and which other part? Number 3, what is the first element on the periodic table? So what is the first element on the periodic table? Number 4, which part of the body is affected by the plantar fasciitis? Got my pronunciation right. It's only because Sarah told me how to pronounce it. So which part of the body is affected by plantar fasciitis? There we go. Apparently I didn't get it right. So which part of the body is affected by plantar fasciitis? So close. Number 5, what is the medical name for dizziness? So what is the medical name for dizziness? Number 6, what term is given to the wearing effect of moving water on coastal land? So what term is given to the wearing effect of moving water on coastal land? Number 7, what is the collective name for incisors, canine, premolars, and molars? So what is the collective name for incisors, canine, premolars, and molars? I'm sure she's just deliberately going for words that I'm going to struggle to pronounce. Number 8, what does the S stand for in ISP? So what does the S stand for in ISP? Number 9, dactylogram. Dactylogram is known by what other name commonly used to identify people? So dactylogram is known by what other name commonly used to identify people? And finally, question 10. How many sides of a scalene triangle are equal in length? So how many sides of a scalene triangle are equal in length? Okay, right, so that is the end of part 1 of the quiz for this evening. So we're going to take a short break, just also because someone needs to do some work behind me on the radiator that's just behind me. So I'm going to take a short break. So I've got the a video from Samaritans, as always. We put a charity video in to support our charity that we're focusing on in the month. And then your Ditloids. So it's Ditloids to start, and because you guys loved it so much, the second break will be Family Fortunes returning. So Ditloids to start, and then Family Fortunes a bit later on. Okay, I shall see you all again in about a little while. See you in a sec. Oh, hang on. There we go. See you in a sec.
I just knew that they support people no matter what. I think that's all I really knew about Samaritans.
I think we should all be Samaritans.
I've always brought the children up to know that they're okay, so mum's going out to take care of people that need a little bit of help. Anyone can call with anything. You're never ever judged.
I raised money for the Belfast branch. They said, we're always looking for volunteers here, so that was that. They don't give advice, they don't tell you what to do. For me, that's one of the biggest reasons that Samaritans works.
Sometimes people can go weeks without speaking to someone. We're sociable creatures, we're not meant to be alone. I'd tried to take my own life a couple of times previous. I rang the Samaritans, I felt safe pretty much instantly. I felt that trust. I was glad at the time when I had someone to talk to.
Not everyone sleeps at night. It can be a really lonely time. So where do people go? What do people do? Who do people talk to? I think it's important that they're there 24/7.
At night is when your mind can take you to places that you didn't need to go.
Through my own struggles, I kind of appreciated the value of talking. It's all about that connection. People need people. What drives us is our emotions and feelings.
The second that you put the phone down, another call comes in. It's really a privilege to be able to be part of this network.
It is powerful, there's no two ways about it.
The donations that people give are incredibly important to keep the centres running.
We do a lot of outreach, whether that's going to schools or prisons. It's everyday people talking to everyday people, I suppose.
Okay, so you've got just under 2 minutes to go on your Ditloids. Yes, right. So I was just making sure I'd turned everything off. So yeah, just a couple of minutes to go on your Ditloids. We'll let you concentrate on those. I'm just going to say hello to a few people while we do. So Alex has sent loads through. Good evening to Emma Daniels and her mum and dad, Danny and Judy. Hi Jay, David Wilkinson is all ready and set for the quiz with his blue WKD. Awesome, like that. Shout out to Joe and Katie Hamill on our first wedding anniversary. Alf and Wendy, 31 years of marriage, doing the quiz tonight, as we have every week since the start. Good evening, guys. Please can I have a shout out for my brother Chris, who has a birthday tomorrow. He introduced us to your quiz, and we've been playing Thursday and Saturday since week 3. A great stress buster from Eddie and Rachel. Wow, thank you very much. Good evening. So that's happy birthday to your brother Chris. Can you please ask Jay to do a shout out to baby Ethan in Switzerland with his nana and granddad, Maura and Brian from Hotel Raffo. Good evening to you guys. Can you shout out to Lee, Chris, Ellie, Hannah and Darren playing, I can't see because there's an arrow in my way, playing since week 1. Hi Jay, please can you say happy birthday to fellow Spurs fan Oscar, who is turning 11, from his mum and Simon. Excellent. Happy birthday, Oscar. Hope you've had a good day. Can you shout out to Helen Quick from Banbury on a 50th. The Gibsons are sorry we can't celebrate, but we'll celebrate soon. Happy birthday to you. Ross and Laura in Inverness play along with our parents every Thursday and Saturday. Good evening to you guys. Hi Jay, can we please have a shout out to Andrea and Steve in Doncaster, who have been doing the quiz since week 1 and introduced us to you. So good evening to Andrea and Steve. Got that one. And please could you give my sister Molly a shout out tonight? It's her 21st birthday. We're celebrating doing your quiz whilst in lockdown. Done your quiz from the start. Loved it. That's from Meg. Right, time's up. But shout out, last one. Shout out for the Nicholson quiz group of 6 households. Been doing the quiz since the first week. Thank you from Denise. So good evening to all of you. Right, I'm going to put your Ditloid answers up in 10 seconds. So if you're scrabbling your answers down, scrabbling them. They're going up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here they are. So number 1 was 90 degrees in a right angle. I need to pause that video. If I pause that, I've got them. So 90D in an AR is 90 degrees in a right angle. Number 2, 21D on a D is 21 dots on a die. Number 3, 21 equals BJ, as 21 equals blackjack. Number 4 was 5T on an F, it's 5 toes on a foot. Number 5, 6P on the S of D is 6 points on the star of David. Number 6, P2 and 2T is put 2 and 2 together. Number 7, P is 9T of the L, so possession is 9/10 of the law. Number 8, 6L on an L is 6 on an I even is 6 legs on an insect. And finally, number 9, 2HMAW, so it's 2 halves make a whole. I need to put that back to there. There we go. Perfect. So there you go. I'll leave those on screen for another 30 seconds. Don't forget, if you have, thank you very much if you have done, but if you have bought a copy of the book, don't forget to find our pinned posts on Twitter and Facebook. And if you do a selfie with the book, we've got a competition running on our social media where you could get a quiz, a bespoke quiz by me. How cool is that? So if you have if you have bought a copy of the book, thank you so much. We were number 6 in the non-fiction chart, which is just an incredible place to find ourselves. So thank you very much for that. But yeah, if you have got a copy and all you need to do is take a selfie, and you could end up with a quiz written by me for you and your family to do whenever you so wish. So yeah, so that is up on Facebook and Twitter, the pinned posts on there. Right, we'll go through the answers then to the first part of the quiz when I get my thing back. Right up. That one. Perfect. So we'll go through the answers to the first part of the quiz in about 30 seconds time. Let you get yourselves ready and get yourselves set. Last sort of changing of answers, making sure everything's ready and exactly where you want it. How do you think you've done so far? Let us know. As always, over on social media, loads and loads of messages coming through. Alex is sharing them with me, so thank you very much for that, and thank you very much for playing. As always, just over 13,000 of you joining us on YouTube, and another few hundred over on Facebook as well. And if you're watching this back later on, hello, nice to meet you. Thank you very much for joining us. Right, let's give you the answers then to the first part of the quiz. I need to be on that one, and I need to be on that one. There we go. Okay, so we started then this evening with a picture round. Let's give you some answers. Number 1. So the former name of this search engine, obviously I gave you the big clue with Ask, but it was Ask Jeeves. Apparently Jeeves is making a comeback, but only in the UK, rather bizarrely, when I was researching this earlier. Number 2, what colour is missing? I should have uncovered that really, but it is yellow. It's the O, and it's in yellow. So yellow was what we were looking for. Number 3, which coin was this that I zoomed in and cropped? It was a 10p piece. Number 4, name the TV show from the picture. It is the Graham Norton Show. Number 5, name the biscuit. It is, of course, a hobnob. Not partial to the hobnob biscuits. I much prefer sort of chocolate digestives and what have you, but I don't mind them. I'll eat. Number 6, name the county. So we had Lancashire on Thursday night. Yorkshire tonight. So that is Yorkshire. Number 7, name the TV show. That is Big Brother. That's still there. That's when Craig confronted, is it Nasty Nick? I think it's the first ever series of Big Brother where they accused him of cheating. Number 8, name the band. That is Kiss. Number 9, name the company. That's The Range. And number 10, real or waxwork. Are these real or they're real? That's a real picture of them both. That's the real people. It's not the waxwork models. I saw it on when I was reading one of the news sites earlier, and the picture came up, and I looked at that and went, "That's not the waxwork model versions." And I went in and checked, and no, did a reverse search on them, and no, genuinely real pictures. So round 2 was TV game shows, and let's get into it. Number 1. So who was the original presenter of The Price is Right when the show launched in 1984 in the UK? It was Leslie Crowther. Come on down, The Price is Right. Number 2, Bob Holness, Michael Aspel and Dara O'Brien have all presented which game show? It is Blockbusters. Number 3, a cuddly toy on a conveyor belt was synonymous with which British game show? It was The Generation Game. Number 4, nothing in this game for 2 in a bed was a phrase associated with which game show? It was, of course, Bullseye. Number 5, what was the name of the game show that is related to the US Newlywed Game and spawned an all-star version? It's Mr. and Mrs. Number 6, a ceramic dusty bin was a prize in which game show? It's 3, 2, 1. Number 7, which obstacle course game show was narrated by Richard Hammond and featured 4 big red balls to jump on? It was Total Wipeout. Number 8, Mr. Chips was an animated character in which TV game show? It was Catchphrase. Goodbye, Mr. Chips. He's waving. Number 9, which TV show theme tune started with this line? It's only a game, so put up a real good fight. I'm gonna be snookering you tonight. It was, of course, Big Break. That's been in my head all day since I wrote that question this morning. And finally, number 10, Gino D'Acampo has recently started presenting which long-running game show? It is, of course, Family Fortunes. Round 3 was Science and Nature, and this was written by my good lady wife because she wanted to get involved, so she's just reappeared at my side. Number 1, what name is given to a creature that eats both plants and animals? It's an omnivore. Number 2, atoms are made up of 3 basic parts: neutrons, electrons, and which other part? It is protons.
you change that question?
I had to because of the points. Number 3, what is the first element on the periodic table? It's hydrogen. Number 4, which part of the body is affected by plantar fasciitis? Oh, yeah, that word. It's the foot. Number 5, what is the medical name for dizziness? It's vertigo. Number 6, what term is given to the wearing effect of moving water on coastal land? It's erosion. Number 7, what is the collective name for incisors, canine, premolars, and molars? It is, of course, teeth. Number 8, what does the S stand for in ISP? It is service, internet service provider. Number 9, dactylogram is known by what other name commonly used to identify people? It's fingerprints. And finally, for part 1 of the quiz, number 10, how many sides of a scaling triangle are equal in length? It is 0. No equal length on a scalene triangle. Okay, how have you got on so far? Let us know, as you always do, over on social media. As always, use the hashtag. And Alex has also reminded me to say, if you're on Instagram stories, tag us in as well, and he'll reshare as many of those as he can. So yeah, Twitter and Instagram for both of those. So how do you think you're getting on so far? Let us know. We've got 2 rounds still to come, plus obviously Family Fortunes for the second break of this evening. So what have we got? Connections round. Yeah, this should be fun, this connections round, and obviously general knowledge to finish off. So let us know. With the connections round, as always, get onto social media. Let us know when you think you have got the connection. It's one thing that you guys do like. So we're going to go start that round in about 1 minute's time. I'll just quickly mention, so the longest quiz show ever. So we're going for another world record. If you've missed the announcement, we talked about it on Thursday. And social media over the last couple of days. So we're going to go for the longest quiz ever. Basically what it means is I'm going to be hosting a quiz for 49 hours. Now, I love the fact that people want to get involved, and they want to, people were talking about giving up, sort of taking days off work and stuff like that. So for the record to be broken, I have to host the quiz for 49 hours, basically. It's a brand new record that we're looking at, that we're talking to the guys at Guinness. So it's a brand new record, and the minimum bar has been set at 48 hours, hence why we're going for 49. So I have to host that all the way through. And then it just relies on, a certain number of people being connected at certain points. So you don't have to watch. I mean, if you do want to watch the whole thing, brilliant. Thank you. Please do come along and join. But so you don't have to watch the whole thing. There will be a schedule over the next week or so, because it's the middle of November. So there will be a schedule in the next week or so. So every hour will have a different theme. So we might have a sport hour, we might have a Harry Potter hour, we might have a Disney hour. So every hour will have a different theme. So we'll have it all up so you can sit there and go, oh, I'm going to drop into that one, or I'm going to, I'll take a break at that, etc. And yeah, so it's just going to be good fun as we go for another one of those, and then put it there, and we could have 2 side by side, and then yeah, so we've been talking, you guys were asking if we were going to do another record attempt, and now we are. So this has been 4, maybe 5 months in the planning, pretty much since we wrote that one, really, to be fair, and wanted to do it. So yeah, it's taken a while to plan, but we're ready to go. We're sorted, as part of Guinness World Records Day as well, so it's going to be good fun. Right, let's get into the second part of the quiz. Let me set myself up, that one there, and back up we go, Jay. Back up you go. Back up you go. Round 4, round 4, round 4. There we go. Okay, so we'll start round 4 in 10 seconds time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so connections round as always. 9 questions. Question number 10. What links all of the answers together? How quickly can you get the connection? Or think you get the connection? Here we go. Number 1. So number 1, what colour flag is shown to a driver to signify disqualification in a motor race? So what colour flag is shown to a driver to signify disqualification in a motor race? Alex has just sent me a message for question 2. He's just sent me a message saying people are saying it's still too long to join in. You can literally drop in for an hour, 10 minutes, whatever it is, for the longest quiz. You don't have to play the whole quiz for us to break the record. It's about me hosting the whole quiz and then you guys dropping in and out when you want. So yeah, you don't have to be there for the whole thing. Number 2, Parliament has 2 houses, the House of Commons and the House of what? So Parliament has 2 houses, the House of Commons and the House of what? Number 3, the orbit of an object around the moon is known as which orbit? So the orbit of an object around the moon is known as which orbit? Number 4, complete the title of a song by the Crystals. Dadu. So complete the title of a song by the Crystals. Dadu. Can't do any more than that without giving too much away. Number 5, what M links the Roman goddess of crafts and wisdom, train, the name originally proposed for the planets Uranus and Pluto, and 2 submerged reefs between Tonga and New Zealand? So what M links the Roman goddess of crafts and wisdom, the name originally proposed for the planets Uranus and Pluto, and 2 submerged reefs between Tonga and New Zealand? Remember, it's connections around, so if you're not sure, at least you've got the letter M to start you with, but if you're not sure, wait till maybe you've got the answers or think you've got the link, and you might just be able to work it out. Number 6, a person who makes objects from clay, usually by hand on a special wheel, is known by what name? So a person who makes objects from clay, usually by hand on a special wheel, is known by what name? Number 7, excuse me, number 7, who was Prime Minister between May 1937 and May 1940? So who was Prime Minister between May 1937 and May 1940? Number 8, what verb means to arrange systematically into groups? So what verb means to arrange systematically into groups? Number 9, what is the first name of the actress who starred in Spooks, Wire in the Blood and Cold Feet? So what is the first name of the actress who starred in Spooks, Wire in the Blood and Cold Feet? So number 10, What links all of the answers together? As always, then, we finish with general knowledge, 10 random questions. Let's start with this one. So number 1, the website What Do They Know helps people put in what kind of requests to public bodies? So the website What Do They Know helps people put in what kind of requests to public bodies? So government and public companies, etc. Number 2, what comes next in the sequence? Ein, zwei, drei, vier. So what comes next in this sequence? Ein, zwei, drei, vier. Number 3, which is the largest stock exchange in the world? Is it the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, or the Nasdaq? So which is the largest stock exchange in the world? The New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, or the Nasdaq? Number 4, who was born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson in 1964? So who was born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson in 1964? Number 5, Liberty Island in the USA is home to which famous landmark? Bless you. So Liberty Island in the USA is home to which famous landmark? Number 6, what was the all-female spin-off to the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 series called, starring Sandra Bullock? So what was the all-female spin-off to the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 series called starring, I never very nearly said it then, called starring Sandra Bullock? Number 7, the Battle of the Bulge was a significant conflict in which war? So the Battle of the Bulge was a significant conflict in which war? Number 8, which spirit derives its name from the Dutch word for burnt wine? So which spirit derives its name from the Dutch word for burnt wine? Number 9, which winter team sport Which winter team sport involves making timed runs in a gravity-powered sled? So which winter team sport involves making timed runs in a gravity-powered sled? And finally, number 10, public service announcement for you all if you didn't realise, but the clocks go back tonight. But which month will they go forward again? So the clocks go back tonight, but which month will they go forward again? So for a lot of the population, you get an extra hour in bed, or if you've got a 3-year-old, it just means you're up an hour earlier than what you were originally planning. Thanks. Right, so yeah, so that's the end of the quiz. I forgot what I was going to say then. That's the end of the quiz. Well done to Isabella Pittman, who managed to get the connection before I'd even asked the first question. So well done to you for that. I would say that is now a new record that won't be beaten, unless someone's sort of keeping an eye on me when I'm writing questions. There you go. Right, so I'm just going to put a couple of things up on screen. In fact, no, I'm just going to put this up on screen now, actually, and talk to you about it. So the advent calendars are still available. If you've not seen them, we've got the kids one. So the QR code there will take you to the Say It With Chocolate page with us. They have got 10% on the children's advent calendars. It's not on the rest of it, but yeah, they went really well on Thursday night. So the QR code's there. Link is in the description as always. And yeah, so it's kids themed questions as well, put together by a combination of Bex and the team at Say It With Chocolate. So and all the design work and everything's done by the incredible Leo Wright Studios. So yeah, they are available now. Someone was just asking on Twitter about them, so I thought I'd just put that up on screen there. Okay, right, so I'm going to put up your family fortunes. So same as last week, all you need to do is find the top answer if you're playing against each other. So I've got 9 questions in total. Yeah, all you need to do, find the top answer and you get yourself a point. So if you find the top answer, you get yourself a point. Let me set myself up. That one off, that one off, that one off. Perfect. Right, set your timer up and stop, reset, go. Okay, right, I will be back with you shortly. See you in a sec. Okay, just under 2 minutes to go, and then we'll give you the answers for these, and then obviously the rest of the quiz as well. What was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't mention. Yeah, she probably should have done. Probably should have turned around and said as well about the discount code is what it actually is. Would have helped. It's JAY10. So JAY10. That would have helped. A few people on Twitter said, "What's the discount code?" It's not said anything. I thought it was on screen, but yeah. So it's JAY10 is what you need to use. Prezi Box, don't forget as well. There's still a few notepads and stuff in stock. I'm nearly out of all of the notepads and stuff I had spare, and the pens and bits and pieces. I'm nearly out of those now, and I've been sorting out the Patreon gift for this quarter, so I'm just waiting for the design now. I'm going to get that signed off. So if you're on those top two-tier patrons, your gifts will be with you over the next month. Unfortunately, I have rather awkwardly got a week holiday in the middle of November, which we'll talk about more on Thursday night. So yeah, join us on Thursday night where I tell you what we're going to be doing and planning, because I'm having a week off. But don't worry, there will still be a quiz. There will still be a quiz, and I will still be here. So don't you worry. We're not taking a break or anything. Right, 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds, and then we will give you the answers to these and the answers to the final part of the quiz. Saturday selfie as well. I'll do that at the end of the quiz as well. And then yeah, so 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in exam conditions, pens down. Here are your answers. Oh, too far. Okay, number 1. Name something that scares people. The top answer was ghosts. Ghost. Must say as well, thank you very much to quizmaster.biz as well for where I got, because he's collated all these family fortune questions. So again, thank you to him for where I've managed to get these from. Number 2, name something you can write with. Top answer was a pen. So if you put pen, give yourselves a point. Number 3, name a famous TV pub. Rover's Return came out on top. So if you've got Rover's Return, give yourselves a point. Number 4, name any fictional creature. Unicorn came out on top. Number 5, name a sport where a net is used. Tennis. Number 6, name a kind of station. It's train. Yeah, train. Number 7, name a word that follows fried. Chicken was the top answer for that. Number 8. Name a popular pie filling. It's apple. So apple, top answer. And number 9. Name a famous puppet. Top answer for that was Kermit. Okay, right, so we'll do the final part of the answers in about 30 seconds. I just need to set myself up. Oh, round 4 we were on, Jay. There we go. Right, so we'll go through the answers to the final part of the quiz in just a second. My friend Roy got fried chicken. What a shock. Love you, Roy. Okay, right, let's go through the answers then to the final part of the quiz. Here we go. So connections round. Let's say a lot of you got them early-ish on. Like I say, Isabella Pittman got it before it even asked the first question, so well done to you. Right, here we go then. Helps if I click in the right place. Here we go. Number 1. What colour flag is shown to a driver to signify disqualification in a motor race? It's a black flag. Number 2, Parliament has 2 houses, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Number 3, the orbit, let me get rid of that, sorry. The orbit of an object around the moon is known as which orbit? It's a lunar, so lunar orbit. Number 4, complete the title of a song by the Crystals. Dadu, ron, ron, ron. Dadu, ron, ron. Yeah, his name was Bill. Number 5, what M links the Roman goddess of crafts and wisdom? The name originally proposed for the planets Uranus and Pluto and 2 submerged reefs between Tonga and New Zealand. It's Minerva. Four, 5, 6. There we go. A person who makes objects from clay, usually by hand on a special wheel, is known by what name? It's a potter. Number 7, who was Prime Minister between May 1937 and May 1940? It was Neville Chamberlain. Number 8, what verb means to arrange systematically into groups? It's sorting. And finally, number 9, what is the first name of the actress who starred in Spooks, Wire in the Blood and Cold Feet? It was Hermione. So your connection then was, they are all characters in Harry Potter. I was going to just go through them. So number 1, Black's a Sirius Black. Number 2, Lord Voldemort. Number 3, Luna Lovegood. Number 4, Ron Weasley. I forgot his surname then. Number 5, Minerva McGonagall, or Professor Minerva McGonagall. Number 6, any of the Potters, Lily Potter, James Potter, etc. Number 7, and Harry Potter, of course, as well. Number 7, Neville Longbottom. Number 8, the Sorting Hat. It was a character. And number 9, Hermione Granger. So they are all characters in Harry Potter. And general knowledge, number 1, the website What Do They Know helps people put in what kind of requests to public bodies? It's Freedom of Information Act. So Freedom of Information Act requests. If you've never been on the What Do They Know website, I've ended up, you know how some people go onto YouTube or TikTok and what have you and go down a rabbit hole? I end up in there on a complete rabbit hole because it's some incredible questions that people ask. It's a great website. It kills many, many hours of boredom. Number 2, what comes next in the sequence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in German. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 3, which is the largest stock exchange in the world? The New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, or NASDAQ? It is the New York Stock Exchange. Number 4, who was born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson in 1964? It's Michelle Obama. Number 5, Liberty Island in the USA is home to which famous landmark? It is the Statue of Liberty. Number 6, what was the all-female spin-off to the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 series called? It was, starring Sandra Bullock, it was Ocean's 8. Number 7, the Battle of the Bulge was a significant conflict in which war? It was World War II. Number 8, which spirit derives its name from the Dutch word for burnt wine? It's brandy. Number 9, which winter team sport involves making timed runs in gravity-powered sleds? It's bobsleigh. And finally, number 10, the clocks go back tonight, but which month will they go forward again? It is March. And to be honest, Neil, I completely agree with you as well over on Twitter. Can't we just keep the clocks as they are? The last thing this year needs is an extra hour. That just tickled me, yeah. I agree, Neil Walker, I agree. Okay. I'm going to put your tiebreaker up on screen now as well. So in miles, as the crow flies, what is the distance between London and Tenerife? So it's the central points of London and Tenerife. I've used the As the Crow Flies website for this one. So in miles, as the crow flies, what is the distance between London and Tenerife? If anyone works at Jet2, I really need a hand with something because I think I've broken part of your website. Okay, so I'll give you the answer to this in 20 seconds. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1,816 miles is the distance. So 1,816 miles. So that is your quiz for another Saturday night, the 24th of October. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget, we are back on Thursday night. I'm going to do the selfie in a second, but we're back on Thursday night with another live quiz. Saturday night, we are back, and don't forget, it's Halloween special. Ooh, and all that jazz. So yeah, it's fancy dress Halloween special this time next Saturday night. So I'm going to do your selfie so you can hold it up with your scores and what have you. Not that you can see mine. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. My wheels got stuck in the carpet. Right, so that is it. So thank you very much, as always, for joining us and playing along. You know, it's still as much fun as it was on day one as it is now. So thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, like I say, we're back live on Thursday night with another quiz. There's a few specialist quizzes coming up over the next few weeks as well, as we start to reintroduce those. So we've got a very special quiz on Friday night, specialist quiz. It's only a short one, but it's in aid of a very, very good cause. So that's on Friday night. More details about that on social media over the next couple of days. We've also got there's another one as well in the middle of November. So there's loads of a few specialist quizzes coming up. And yeah, so we're live again on Thursday, live again on Saturday. Fancy dress Saturday nights are back. So it's for you guys to dress up as well. I know a lot of you have been asking us about when the next one's coming back. Well, spooky Halloween. Ooh. So that is it. Thank you very much to everyone as always. Thank you to Patreons. I've had some lovely messages in the last 24 hours. So thank you guys for those. I will get in and reply to some of those over the next, well, probably tonight or tomorrow morning. So thank you guys for that. And that's it. So thank you very much. I'm going to put this on again if you missed it at the beginning, and then our usual outro and credits. Thanks guys, take care, stay safe, and we will see you on Thursday night.